to do. Step a presence deep within, search your soul, take control, you will win. Two forces intertwine, just in the guise of an open mind. There's a power that's all around, in the central the rest won't let you down. And when you come undone, they stand for your side till the truth is one. Trust in the heart, the heart of the Colorado blue. Remember to trust in the heart of the Colorado.
And we're back one last time with the winner of the last round of Swiss for day one of YCS Bochum. Congratulations, Teun.
Thank you very much.
And it's Bruggenwert.
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 Exactly.
Okay, I got it. You're playing Infernoid, and
Yes.
you've been putting on quite the show in our feature match just now. Run us through it. The first game, I would say you're getting wrecked.
Yeah,
Didn't
it
really
was.
go well.
No.
And Rob also pointed out Shadow seems to be the favorite in this matchup.
Yeah.
The second game, you're starting with 5 face downs,
Yep.
and he goes for a Black Rose Dragon,
Yep.
blasts your whole field, and we're like, oh my god, this is over.
Yeah, I had the same feeling.
Okay, so
Yeah.
you were with us. You're
Yes.
like, I also think this
I was
is
like,
over.
this is done. I'm out.
and then how did it change for you? Like, you're just playing, continue to play and making the most of your options?
Yeah, well, like, first of all, never give up, right?
Okay,
If you give up, it's over for sure.
Yeah.
Like, you saw, you can turn it around. Well, I had a lot of luck, to say at least.
At what point were you like, oh my god, I can win this, I got this?
The moment I was able to special summon 2 Infernoid monsters
Mhm.
and special summon tribute summon Archlord Christia.
Yeah.
And on the attack declaration, I changed Shadow Imprisoning Mirror because I knew he tributed, and the only Shadow monster you can set, well, tribute set, is Beast. So he wouldn't get the pluses of it.
Okay.
And, well, his Shadow,
There's pretty much no out
Attribute.
at
Yeah.
that point, suddenly.
well, not known. Like, if he could have gotten rid of Shadow Imprisoning Mirror, it could have turned around again.
Could have done it, okay. But, so, quite the comeback.
Yeah.
And then the third game, that reasoning.
Yeah,
My god, what was going on in your head?
I was like, yes, finally!
And
I've been waiting for this.
did you think that he made a mistake when he called 4?
Well,
Because it worked well for him before.
yes. Well, the thing is, it doesn't exactly really matter much what is said, because you can work anyway. If he says 4, and I get a card trooper, I get 3 free mills. If he says 4 and it's a 4, I get more space to summon more Infernoids.
Okay, so you don't mind if he hits
Yeah,
with...
except if I don't have Infernoids.
Right.
Yeah.
And how many times did this happen this weekend that you hit a Archlord Christia with reasoning?
A lot.
A lot.
A lot.
But you're only
It-
playing one copy of
I know.
Archlord.
The entire day, I sided each second game, Archlord Christia in for 1 Raiden.
Okay.
Each
Every
one,
time.
because no one saw it coming.
Yeah.
And the fact that you can special summon and I have a 28 beat stick is quite nice. I even had one guy who had, I played Archlord Christia. He got rid of it with a, I think it was a Torrential Tribute.
Okay.
So it went back to the top of my deck.
Yeah.
I had a second reasoning. And I got it back.
That's not bad.
No, it was really nice.
Okay.
Yeah.
You just mentioned the Raiden. Raiden's your only target for reinforcement of the army.
Yes.
Why are you playing 3 copies of reinforcement and only 3 targets?
Yeah, and I also played 2 Charge of the Light Brigade. So that's 5 targets to search, 3 targets.
Yeah, why? What was the reasoning here?
Well, first of all, if I can't mill, I'm dead. So for first game is to find out what I'm playing against.
Okay.
So rotas are nice to have, like, alright, get Raiden, special, normal mill too.
Mm-hmm.
But what also really nice is about reinforcements of the army, every second game I sided all of them out.
Okay.
For all the targets for all decks I have trouble with.
Oh, okay.
So it's like, I didn't want to play Upstart Goblin because I have OTK potential, but it's mainly around 8,600, 8,400.
All right.
So I didn't want to play Upstart Goblin, and the reinforcement charges extra mills, which benefits me more.
Helps you. Okay. But didn't you end up in a situation at one time during the day where you already resolved all of these 3 reinforcements and then you're drawing into charge or
I
something?
had, but I also had a Phoenix Wingwind Blast.
Okay. So you're saying it's not as much of a problem.
Well, exactly. Yeah, well, it can be. Like, I have to agree with...
than the Ace
It
Ace?
isn't the best thing. It probably could be better, but for me personally, it worked out really, really well.
Okay.
Just because I can extra get stuff. And for example, if I have a card trooper and 2 reinforcements of the rota of the army,
Of
and
the
I
army.
search through Raidens and then the reasoning, less targets to find a hit with the reasoning.
Okay. Okay. Well, you got your reasons.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. What else is there interesting about your deck? Are there other choices where like this needs explanation, in my opinion? We got the
Let's see.
Needlebug Nest in the main deck. That's pretty straightforward with this
Yeah,
deck, I think.
Exactly. And
And-
every time I sided out Rotas and 1 Raiden, I put in 1 extra Needlebug Nest for the extra mill power.
Mm-hmm.
So that makes up for that.
And what about the side deck?
Yeah. I had a little trouble at the beginning. First of all, because I didn't have all the side deck cards.
Okay.
And second of all, I didn't know exactly what I would have trouble against. So I played with a lot of friends, a lot of matches, and I figured out that Shadol can be quite hard, as you saw today.
Yeah.
I think it's one of my hardest matches.
And
Sort of.
how is it doing against Necros?
Amazing. Honestly, I think that's the easiest deck to play against.
Okay. How come?
Well, the boss monster, Ununchu.
Yeah.
Well, I call it Unululu
Yeah.
just because it's
Yeah.
a difficult name. But he says, once per turn, you can tribute the monster and negate and banish a spell or trap card.
Yes.
So if they play Necros Mirror, I say negate, banish, and they can't search with their Necros Ritual spell.
Yeah.
And if they play, for example, all the other monsters, every single one of them except the boss monster,
Mhm.
says you can tribute a monster to banish a card from the grave.
Yeah.
So if they play Necros Mirror and see they have to Shurit, then I can banish a Shurit. Or for example, I had a match today, he searched Trishula, and I had enough targets to Trish me. So he had 1 Clausolas and 2 Bionic in his grave. So I tributed my Antandel
Yeah.
and banished his Clausolas, which he couldn't do anything with. So he wasted this mirror, and next turn I pushed for game because I could spend the field.
Right. Okay. So you got a couple of options against
Yeah.
those decks, and it
And
sounds quite
mistake
interesting.
and side deck is always nice.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
And why did you not run the mistake in the main deck? Because
I
of your
was-
reinforcement?
Like I changed it I changed it on the right here. I
Yeah.
was playing it main deck, but 2 and then 1 side deck because I was actually afraid of Cliffords. That's hard. I have a lot of trouble with Cliffords.
But they are not that many here.
No,
I think they're like
lucky
in
me.
4th or 5th place, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But so I was siding into Fairy Wind.
Okay, yeah.
So I put those out and put the mistakes back in, so I can if I would main deck mistakes, I think I would have lost more games today.
Okay.
Just because my matchups today were quite weird, to be honest, because I had like 5 random decks and 3 metal decks. I
Okay.
played against Raccoons and against Madolche and
Oh, okay. Those are all these other decks that we've
Yeah.
seen in our deck breakdown. Anything else that you saw that you were not prepared for?
where was I not prepared for? Well, I haven't played against it, but I think Yang Xing would have completely wrecked me just because the fact of the main Imperial Iron Roll and they have so much floodgates.
Yeah.
It's really hard to get over.
Yeah, we've seen Yang Sing today,
Yeah.
and it was... I don't think it was doing well, to be honest. No.
No?
No. And
Okay.
Ritual Beast was another deck that we've seen.
Yeah.
And this did quite well, actually.
Nah. Yeah, that can be quite difficult as well because of the Macrocosmos and Dimensional Fissure. Because if you put a Reasoning and they chain Macrocosmos, you have to banish every one of them.
Yeah.
Which happened once today.
Oh,
But
my.
he said 4, and the first card I milled was Card Trooper.
Oh, okay.
So I was super lucky there.
This is how you're playing Yu-Gi-Oh! I think. All right. Well, congratulations again.
Thank you very much.
Excellent effort. Very entertaining
Thank
match. First ever YCS for Teun.
Yeah.
So you see for yourself, you don't need to be a veteran of the game. You don't need to have 10 years of experience. You can just show up, bring a fun deck, and have a great time.
Exactly.
Speaking of having a great time, we had 1,107 players in the venue this morning. We cut it down to just 256 after 8 rounds of Swiss. Tomorrow morning, we're going to be here bright and early at 9 a.m., which is in 11 hours and 13 minutes. So set your alarms, guys. 3 more rounds of Swiss, a second cut, then we're going to go to the top 32, and after those 5 more rounds, we're going to know who's our latest YCS winner. That is it for day 1 of YCS Bochum. We hope you enjoyed the show, and you're going to be back tomorrow morning bright and early.